When you're working on your design, you want to think of your design as something that has a north, a south, a west, and an east. That means that if there's something going on in the north, like a flourish or a more complex decorative element, what is there going on in the south that compensates that? If you have been practicing lettering and feel like something still looks off, today's video is for you. Hey there, I'm Martina Flor, lettering artist, author, and educator. We're going to look at 3 common lettering mistakes I see all the time, and more importantly, how to fix them. These small shifts can make a huge difference in the quality of your work. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, uneven spacing. This is one of the first things I notice in beginner work, uneven spacing between letters. What it looks like, you spend a lot of time on the shapes of the letters, but forget to look at the space in between. One letter feels crammed next to the other, and then there's a huge gap after that. Now, here's how to fix it. Start looking at the negative space within and between the letters. There's a general rule that says that the space within the letter should be similar to the space between letters. That means that if I can fit a liter of water inside letter B, I should be able to fit the same amount of water between letter B and letter I. And that applies to all of the letters. A good trick that many people use is to flip your piece upside down and blur your eyes to see spacing more clearly. Also remember this, in letter design, optical balance is more important than mathematical precision. Especially when it comes about spacing, it's not about having the exact same mathematical distance between letters. It's more about trusting your eyes and finding the ideal optical distance between letter forms. Mistake number 2, unbalanced composition. Once your letter forms look good, the next big thing is how they sit on the page. And this is where many artists struggle. What it looks like. The word or phrase feels heavy on one side, there's too much space above, not enough below, it is tilted or off-center and not in a good way. So here's how to fix it. When you're working on your design, you want to think of your design as something that has a north, a south, a west, and an east. That means that if there's something going on in the north, like a flourish or a more complex decorative element, what is there going on in the south that compensates that? And the same happens with the west and east part of your composition. If there's decorative capital letters on the west, what are some decorative flamboyant strokes that you can use on the east to balance that out? Thinking of your composition as something that has 4 cardinal points helps you find balance between them. And always remember that you can use embellishments or flourishes to balance your composition and cover up the empty spaces or the negative space. A well-balanced composition keeps the viewer's eye engaged and makes your design look like it can stand on its own. Mistake number 3, lines that are too thin. This one might surprise you, but it can totally undermine your lettering. What it looks like, your letter forms are well constructed, but the lines are so thin, they get lost on the page. It also happens often that your decorative elements or your line work is so thin that it gets lost on the background. Especially on digital platforms or screens, thin lines can disappear or look pixelated. Here's how to fix it. Make sure your thin lines are thick enough to be visible at smaller sizes. This is an example of a lettering piece where the thins are way too thin. So when you step back and look at the design from a distance, the lines start to blend with the background. Can you see that? This can be solved by making the thin lines a little bit thicker. This happens often because you're just too close from the work and you can zoom in and out, especially if you're working digitally. If you're working with a specific printing method, consider how the ink or printing process will affect those details. I love thin lines. Thin lines might look elegant up close, but if no one can see them, they are not doing their job. So let's recap the 3 common lettering mistakes. Number 1, uneven spacing. Train your eyes to see the space between the letters. And remember the rule that I shared with you. Number 2, unbalanced composition. Think of the north, south, west, and east of your design and use decorative elements and flourishes to balance them out. And number 3, lines that are too thin. Prioritize legibility, especially at small sizes or online. Fixing these mistakes can instantly level up your work. No extra tools or years of experience needed. And if you want to dive deeper into lettering and wonder how it looks like to turn it into your career, you can download my free guide called Lettering Success Secrets. It's packed with answers to the most frequent frequently asked questions I get about lettering. You can grab your free copy in the link below. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps more creative find its content. Now tell me, which one of these mistakes have you made? Or maybe all three? Drop a comment below. I love to hear where you are in your lettering journey. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.